Hey, welcome back. This is Eliana from Everyday Crystal Magic, and this is part 2 of the video about why it's not a good idea to identify crystals by pictures as opposed to their physical properties. If you're new in this channel, thank you for stopping by. This channel is all about crystals for healing and to improve our daily lives. If you are here for part 2, I have a warning. This video is about the hardness test of a crystal, and that involves destructive testing, meaning you have to be willing to do some damage to the crystal if you really want to identify a crystal by the property of hardness. So that's it. If you're not willing to, you're more than welcome to stay because you get very good information from this. So let's get to it. So we're ready to start. This is what you will need: your nail, a copper penny, a knife blade, a steel nail, and a masonry drill bit. Or you can also buy a testing kit. There's a link in the description box. Also, Google the Moss Hardness Scale. This one is from the United States Park Service. As you can see, each one of the tools has a level of hardness in the scale. What does this mean? That any stone or mineral you can scratch with that tool is of the same hardness. This method allows to test minerals against common materials. That is why it's so practical and so easy. So let's start. Let's start with the lowest level of hardness, always. That will be your fingernail. And if you don't scratch that specimen with your nail, go to the next one, which is the penny. Stop as soon as the stone scratches. And this is the reason why we say that this is some kind of destructive testing. In order to test a specimen, you have to do some damage to it. Now there's a friendly announcement. So we're almost ready to start our testing, but before we go any further, if you have to use this, stop, because you will be doing something you might regret later. If you need to use a drill bit, you need to stop because you might be damaging a gemstone. Why? Because the following stones are at that hardness level of 8.5 and above: topaz, rubies, emeralds, zircon, spinel, all those that we classify as gemstones or precious stones. Now back to the specimen that we were testing. Since we know the hardness, we stretch it with a penny, we know that it's in the group 3. Now we look at the stones in that group and eliminate by physical properties. And you can find this information in any reliable sources prepared by professional organizations like the International Gem Society or geology websites, also university websites. We start by eliminating by luster. For example, we have vitreous, the glassy luster, that is the quartz or the calcite, some of the calcite, regardless of color, waxy or dull, like jade, metallic, like pyrite, or pearly, obviously, like pearls or abalone shell. And then, once we classify that stone in one of those types of luster, we check for other physical properties. We know that our stone was scratched with a penny, so we find 3 minerals with a hardness of 3. Those are gold, silver, and we know that definitely this is none of those because it doesn't have a metallic luster. And then we have calcite. Calcite varies from vitreous to dull. In our example, we know this is vitreous, so we are in the right group. And if we keep looking, we can reach the conclusion that the specimen is optical calcite. Now, there are other properties that you can use, and that is the way the mineral fractures. And in the case of calcite, you are going to see those steps or those planes that in this specimen you don't have. But if you were to test for that, you will definitely have to break the stone. That's it, friends. That's how you test for hardness. If you like this video, don't forget to share and don't forget to subscribe. Check the links below for related videos and many other things that you can benefit from in this channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.